Hey you guys, it's Tanya. What's going on? So the last time I did a hair update was literally less than a week ago, right? Or maybe a week ago. And I know that I looked so pitiful. I got so much feedback from you guys just giving me encouragement. I even got private messages. Some of those I have not responded to yet, and I will, I promise. But I even got private messages from people who were just trying to support me. So I first want to apologize for coming off as so pitiful. I'm so sorry, you guys. I didn't realize that was the issue. That's how I was portraying myself. I was upset, but it's just hair. So even though I was upset about it, you guys know, you've seen my hair. You know it grows. I know it grows. So I know it's going to take time, but it will grow back. So I'm not like ready to jump off a bridge or anything. I just was upset that I've lost so much hair. I mean, even now, it's just totally obvious to me how much shorter my hair is. But with shorter hair comes less work. So I'm back to doing twist in about one movie. Whereas before, it was taking me 2 movies to do twist. So that's a good thing. And I've been thinking about my hair, and I said that you know, my goal was to grow like 8 more inches of hair, but then long layers. I'm not gonna do that anymore. I'm gonna do 8 more inches of hair, but I'm gonna do it all one length. Like, my end goal is to have the top be the longest hair on my head, to where all my hair is going to be even across. No layers, nothing, none of that. Because that way I'll get that stacked look, which is what I really want. Because my hair is so curly in the back, and with the front being wavier and longer, looser curls, I'm gonna get that stacked look, and I like the stacked look. I like that little mushroom kind of stack. But that was not. So that's part of this video, was me telling you about that. It's winter time, you guys. So I've said this before. I want to say this again. Make sure you are protecting your edges. Meaning, if your hair exceeds the length of your collars, like where it's touching your collars, get that hair up and away from your collars. You do not want your hair rubbing against your shirt, especially if you're wearing cotton. Remember that. If you're having a wool coat, you definitely do not want your hair rubbing up against a wool coat. I cannot stress this enough, you guys. Protect your ends, protect your hair. Those ends have been on your head the longest. So they are the most fragile, the most delicate, the most prone to damage and breakage. So protect those. Right now, because I have high porosity hair, I have switched my regimen from using excuse me, my thicker creams to basically using my butters mixed with thicker creams and using my oil. So I'm using heavier, denser products. My hair, someone brought up a question to me on, it's all about the curls, so I thought I would share this with you. My hair up here, even though all my hair is thick and my hair is high porosity, my hair up here in the front is not as high porosity as my hair here and back. The further we go back on my scalp, the more the porosity level increases. Okay, so what that means for me is I use a lot more product on my hair in the back. In the front, if I put on too much product, I'm just wasting it, because it'll take a little bit longer compared to the back for it to be absorbed. So I am cognizant of that, and so I wanted to bring that to your attention also. It is very possible to have different levels of porosity throughout your hair. Just like we have different curl patterns throughout our hairs, you can have different denseness of your hair and different porosity levels. Another example, my hair is super thick, meaning there are lots of hairs per square inch. From here back. From here forward, my hair is finer. It's not as thick with as many hair strands in the front. This was really obvious to me when I did my big chop. When I did my big chop, you could really see my scalp a lot more up here than you could in the back. But part of that's hereditary. My mother and at least 2 of her sisters, I haven't been in the eldest elder, I haven't really been in her head to be nosy. But my mother and 2 of her sisters, their hair has thinned out up here. And that's just age, you know, it is what it is. So I know that that's going to happen to me also. And I'm okay with that because, again, there's nothing you can really do about it. Are they bald up there? No, by no means are they bald. But the hair in the back of my mother and my aunts is still very thick, but the hair in the front has thinned out. So what I think is happening is, compared to when I was a little girl, because I don't recall my hair being like this when I was in college. My hair is definitely has thinned out as I've aged. It's still, since I have so much hair, it doesn't really matter because I have lots of hair. But 20 years from now, I'm going to have less hair up here, and I understand that. But hopefully, with using the tools I'm using now, I can prevent some of that. You know, I'm using healthier oils. I'm not using mineral jelly. I'm not using mineral oils. I'm not using petroleum jelly. I'm not using any kind of products that are going to clog my pores, which could possibly smother those hair shafts and kill the hair strands to never grow again. I'm taking care of my hair better. I'm using better products, so hopefully you are too. But again, look at your family, look at your parents, look at your mother's hair, look at your father's hair, look at your cousin's hair, because if you're having issues, most likely someone else in the family is having similar issues. It's kind of weird though, because my cousins, all of us have very different hair. Regarding the men, I can't really speak on the men because I haven't really been nosy in their heads either. But of my cousins, excuse me, there are 4 of us that are about the same age, give or take a year or 2. And it's funny because now 3 out of 4 of us are natural. And my hair is probably the second most coarse of my cousins who are my age. But my oldest cousin, her hair is probably thicker than mine. And I have lots of hair. Her hair is definitely thick. And then Peach's hair is finer and wavier. And that girl's hair grows like a weed. Peach can cut all her hair off to her chin today, and by next week, it'll be down to her back again. So, again, just, get to know your family and get to know their hair, because let me tell you, your mother or your dad, whatever things they're going through with their hair, it'll be happening to you eventually. So you need to be prepared for that, so that way you can work around it. Alright? Alright, you guys. I know I was kind of, but hey, that's how I roll. So guess what? I holla. Bye, you guys.